The last thing we talked about just had to be, have you eaten yet? A poignant thought, a final conversation now hauntingly significant. If I had known this would happen, we would have talked more. The regret was palpable, a sense of lost opportunity hanging in the air. Father! The word was a desperate whisper. Then, the scene shifted, the tone turning dire. You mean, the S-rank hunters are being viciously torn apart by just one? Shock and disbelief filled the voice. And what the hell is happening? The question was rhetorical, born of utter bewilderment. What about it? Do you want me to put our hunters being torn apart on live TV? Sarcasm laced with panic. The situation was collapsing, the spectacle turning nightmarish. Director. The phone lines are absolutely jammed by the viewers calling in. Chaos was erupting, the world outside mirroring the pandemonium within the facility. This is it. It's all over, Director. The declaration was filled with despair, the end seemingly at hand. Then, a flicker of something new. There's someone new at the scene? Confusion replaced the despair. What are you talking about? They demanded. Look at this. Oh. The speaker trailed off, stunned by what was unfolding before them. Oh my God, it can't be. A moment of disbelief, followed by a sudden shift in resolve. Prepare to go back on air. Just excuse me. If we start back up now, it'll be a live broadcast, someone said, the tone laced with apprehension. We can't account for emergencies. We already stopped the broadcast once. It can't get any worse from here. We came this far. There's no going back. The determination was strong, a decision to face the unfolding chaos head-on. Go back on air. No matter what happens, go back on air. The order was firm, a commitment to show the world what was to come. So now, our fate rests with him. Skill. Shadow Exchange Class exclusive skill. No manner needed skill. A technical explanation was given. Allows the user to exchange location with a selected shadow. It was a strategy that was explained as the only hope of survival. After being utilized, there is a 3-hour cooldown period. The limitation was a challenge. Cooldown period depends on the skill level. Cooldown time remaining 2 hours, 59 minutes, 47 seconds. Time was slipping away. Iron Walk. Iron has used the taunting roar skill. A battle cry was heard. Well done. A voice responded. Item. Demon Monarch Dagger. Acquisition rarity. S-type dagger. Attack power plus 220. Dagger obtained from the Demon Monarch Baron. The description was quick, professional. Using both daggers from the Demon Monarch triggers a set bonus effect. Set bonus effect from 2 into 1 step. Bonus from strength is added to each dagger. A new power was taking hold. What is going on? Confusion was quickly spreading. The situation was changing too fast for most to understand. Who's fighting right now, Master Ma? The question was laced with anxiety. I think we are saved. We might just make it. The tone was hopeful. Should I pick up the pace? Arise. The command was powerful. The situation was turning yet again. What is happening right now? Are those things being reversed? A new, unfamiliar action was being taken. Rick Ted. Hey, start your commentary right now. Everyone in the country is watching. The pressure was immense. I don't really understand this situation. I don't know what's going on, but they are tearing each other apart. Everyone, gather up, wait. They can't take this themselves. The commentator was struggling, unsure of what they were witnessing. I'll explain later. Please take what I'm feeding you. A sudden request was asked of the group. Our wounds have all healed. A miraculous recovery. Why is Hunter CA the only one who hasn't recovered? She's in a serious shape. A dire new problem was being addressed. I can't handle this with my ability. She's fading little by little. Time was slipping away. I think the situation here has settled down a bit. Please evacuate before the ants swarm again. The voice was strained with urgency. Yes, I agree. The group was retreating once again. There's no king outside. He was not the king. A new understanding dawned. Is there another? The one who you call the king. The bastard returned to, that means it could be. Gotoruji is gone. The realization was dark. Master Ma, I'll leave Hunter CA in your care. A request made, a decision taken. What the hunter's son? Confusion was spread. I was wondering why the signal from Gotoryu just stopped. Seems it was him. The king of humans, cute. A bug is talking. The exchange was strange. The story was far from over. Human. What fierce cutting aura. A surprised voice exclaimed, the speaker clearly unnerved by the energy they were sensing. Kayak. The insectoid sound was a combination of fear and respect. Now you're acting like a proper bug. came a mocking retort. The tone was challenging, laced with a subtle threat. 5 minutes ago, a voice cut in. The broadcast has been interrupted. In order to provide you with the best viewing experience, we are making Earth preparations. Please excuse the inconvenience. A formal explanation, yet it carried an underlying sense of something being amiss. What was that? And just now? Wait, what's going on with the hunters? The confusion was mounting. What the heck are they doing, stopping the broadcast now? Frustration and suspicion were evident. Youngin, do you have any idea what's going on? A direct question, the need for clarity pressing. Ah, we've just received some confirmed information from the scene, a composed voice announced, trying to regain control of the narrative. They informed the viewers of Minute Bienji is passing along with the information that the safety of the hunters remaining in the nest could not be verified. The news was grim. The risks were clear. Ah, but we have just received the news that a new, unknown hunter has just appeared at the nest. We are resuming the broadcast. A shocking announcement, a new element entering the equation. What? What's this? And what a fierce cutting aura. The exclamation was one of surprise and disbelief. Are you the king? A voice challenged. Yeah, I'm the king, Kick. The answer was simple, confident. Kick beep. The sounds were strange, alien. And that's where we lost the signal. The feed had been cut off once again. An ant is using human speech. A shocked voice exclaimed. What's more, he challenged Go-To Association chairman. The implications were terrifying. How can a monster like that exist? Matsumoto Shigeo, Japanese Hunters Association chairman, it's reappeared in the Queen's throne room. The situation was escalating beyond comprehension. You mean the Korean team is still alive? A glimmer of hope was expressed. Yes, it appears that way. In addition, an enormous new source of magical power just appeared. A new, unpredictable element had emerged. God damn it. The broadcast. Turn on the Korean broadcast. The command was shouted, a desperation to see the unfolding events. Yes, Mom, a hurried response. What are you up to? Ah, sorry, I'm interrupting your study, right? A different voice, a concern for a loved one. The TV just stopped working. Where's Appa? The questions tumbled out, worry underlying the words. He ran out suddenly saying he's got something to do. An abrupt departure, an air of mystery surrounding it. Gina, this TV. Wait a sec, Mom. The focus shifted back to the chaos of the broadcast. These kids, where are their heads today? An exasperated tone, the adults trying to make sense of the events. That's Sung Jin-Woo chairman. Please calm yourself. F. The voice was a mix of apprehension and disbelief. What the heck is a mage doing on the front line? I think he took the end too lightly and took a direct hit. A mistake, a moment of vulnerability. Wiki, you're not the king after all. A challenging, mocking taunt. Skill. You have activated the Dominator's touch. A new power was revealed. Master Buck, Master Choi. Are you sure that Hunter Sung is a mage class? Doubt entered the conversation. I didn't really believe it, but I wasn't expecting something like this. The reality of what was unfolding was far different than what anyone could have imagined. Kayak pretty tough. Maybe because of its exoskeleton. What a pain in the ass. A frustrated observation. What an amazing display. Even as an A rank, it's taking all I've got to stay standing. I'm about to lose my mind from just the magical reverb. Irizion. I'm being pushed back by raw strength alone. What is this? Just what manner of being are you? The final words expressed a bewilderment, the speaker completely in awe of what they were witnessing. He cracked the shell. Impossible. He did that to me. The words were filled with disbelief, a recognition of a shocking reversal. Then came the explanation, poison. The skill I just happened to absorb from a cone snail, paralysis poison. One of the most deadly poisons that naturally occurs in the wild. A terrifying ability, casually explained. It combines with magic inside the body and concentrates, turning into a much deadlier poison. The speaker was aware of the power of their craft. How unfortunate, human. You will. Their boast was cut short by their next actions. My mother, a desperate cry. A moment of vulnerability amidst the chaos. Then, a different voice, a new layer to the narrative. Minoru Sugimoto-san contacted me. The news was abrupt. What happened? A question laced with concern. We can't win. Monster, or S-rank, or whatever. It's not a monster that can be handled by mere humans. Not even Go-To-san, certainly not us. The words were laced with fear and defeat. What the heck are you saying? Did you lose your mind? You useless. The frustration was overflowing, a loss of composure in the face of terror. It's going to get troublesome for us from here on, another voice muttered. God damn it. A curse of frustration, a sense of helplessness in the face of the challenges ahead. While what? The exclamation was one of shock, a new development taking place. The poison has been neutralized. A matter-of-fact observation, a shocking turn of events. I thought it was getting strangely happy. I guess it was because of the poison. Perhaps it's because my perception stat has improved. I can't perceive his feelings. The speaker was assessing the situation, their powers evolving. He's getting nervous for sure. However, I am too. A moment of honesty, admitting to their own fear. I have to end this as soon as possible. A decision was made. A need to bring the conflict to a close. Where did it go? It disappeared. Panic set in. The prey had vanished. Poison isn't working. A contest of strength merely wastes time. A new strategy was needed. I reduced the size I had increased and put everything into agility. A shift in approach, a change in tactics. I'm done with the warm-up. A declaration of readiness, a sense that the real battle was about to begin. He's not only matching my speed, he's getting even faster. How is this possible? The shock was evident. He's about at the level of the demon monarch, or maybe even stronger. A daunting comparison, the opposition was becoming too much to handle. However, I have a better weapon now, and I've become stronger since defeating him. Without a doubt, his exoskeleton has cracked noticeably. I can finish this. A confidence was building up, a belief in the power of their actions. Now skill. Critical hit has been activated. A declaration of action, a power unleashed. Skill critical hit has been upgraded to its final form. Critical chain upgrade. Critical chain. Critical chain LV max. The powers were evolving, becoming more dangerous. Where do you think, chill? Critical chain has been activated. The speaker was taunting. Not too bad. Skill critical chain has been activated. The fight was escalating. Is there really nothing I'm superior to this human in? The question was a mix of frustration and a desperate desire to find an advantage. No, there is one. A final card to be played. How's that, human? The challenge was laid out, the battle reaching its climax. The story was far from over, but the end was in sight. Come forth, a voice commanded, the words carrying an immense weight of authority. The air crackled with anticipation as the figure waited. Focus on the Anstad. If the humans get hurt, you won't ever be summoned again. The command was clear, a warning against any deviation from the strategy. Then came an activation. Tusk skill, Hymn of the Giants, has been activated. Tusk skill, Hymn of the Fire Drake, has been activated. Power surged into the area, ready for action. He is a summoned warrior for real, someone whispered. Their tone a mix of awe and trepidation. He was summoned? No. Another voice, more fearful, replied, however you see it, he's not a mere summoned warrior. It's more like the advent of a demon king fallen to earth. The implications were frightening. This was no simple summon. How can this be? A shocked voice exclaimed. I was more powerful than any other from the moment I was born. I swallowed up everything in my path and stood at the apex of growing without limit. That was me, a monarch. The boastful words were tinged with a desperate disbelief. I was a monarch, that's how it should be. Flee, a voice muttered, the word laced with contempt. I must flee to stay alive. I must flee. Panic was setting in. That must be Hunter Minute Bimgo's healing ability, a voice observed. It's the first time I've seen a monster that can absorb the ability of those he has consumed. The creature's power was terrifying and ever-evolving. I must put some distance between us. The creature was starting to understand that the fight was not in their favor. Skill, Dominator's Touch, has been activated. A power was unleashed. Kiak, I won't let you flee. The chase was on, and it was being followed by Skill, Critical Chain, has been activated. A power was being released. You have defeated your foe. You have gained a level. You have gained a level. Hunter Sung Jin-Woo Ca Hain is. The announcements, quick and successive, highlighted the rapid events. Damn it. I've wasted too much time. I have to find a healer fast. Shadow Exchange isn't all-powerful. There's still cooldown time left, and I haven't tested to see if I can move with another person in tow. Even if I go with Kaisail, Hunter Ca would be. A new problem emerged, a limitation in their abilities, gone before I could return. Panic was setting in. Does the Drone Sword Guild have any surviving healers? I have to find a way. A desperate search began. Time was running out. Could you turn off the camera for a bit? A sudden request was made. Excuse me, hurry, or if you don't, I'll destroy it. The threat was quick, direct, and immediate. Of course. The response was made. Why the camera all of a sudden? Shadows, all of you. Search for the body of Hunter Minute Beamju. Beamju's body. It can't be. His head was taken. The hunt for a solution was underway. Will it work? Hunter Sung Jin-Woo? What are you planning to do? Curiosity was rising. Shadow summon is possible with this body. How fortunate. This is the only way. Arise. A command was given, a desperate attempt to fix the problems. Shadow summon has failed. God damn it. Arise. Shadow summon has failed. With the level of my summon skill, this should have been simple. He must possess a strong will against being summoned. Almost like it's telling me, it's an evil act to summon the shadow from a person. However, the living take precedence. Arise. The speaker was struggling against an unseen force. Hunter Sung Jin-Woo. What the hell are you doing to Binjio? An accusation was thrown. Your ability, the true nature of your ability is power over the dead. The shocking revelation had been revealed. Power over the dead? Don't tell me Hunter Sung Jin, with power, is to use the power formerly held by the dead? The realization was spoken with disbelief, a shocking revelation of a hunter's true abilities. Master Sun, so you were no ordinary summoner, a voice added, recognizing the full scale of the power. The implications of this discovery hung heavy in the air. Beamju is a healing hunter. Cha, a voice stated, a new connection being formed. I can tell just what kind of man he was in life. He's healing Hunter Cha Hain on his own, without being directed. Such a warm person. That a thing is no longer beyond goo. The words were a mix of admiration and astonishment. You're right, he can summon the dead. Another voice confirmed. The reality of the situation sinking in. What the hell? I'm speechless. The speaker was simply in shock. I can see why he told me to turn off the camera, someone muttered. A new understanding of the situation. That kind of power can't be leaked to the outside. The more fiercely he battles, the more power he attains. I can't even begin to imagine what a scary power that is. Fear and respect was evident in the words. I'm sure that you'll accomplish great things in many future battles to come, a voice said, with conviction. And I'm just assured that Bienju's power would be of great assistance then. Then came a note of warning, but Bienju in life absolutely hated fighting. To drive him to battle once again, please don't do this. A conflict in the speaker's mind was made clear. It's twice now that Hunter Barkianho's grabbed my shoulder, but the difference this time is that it's not an order, but rather a heartfelt request. A subtle shift in tone, a change from command to alliance. I feel the same way as Hunter Barkianho. Cancel summon. The connection between the group was powerful. Thank you, a quiet voice whispered, a note of gratitude. The hunters are coming out. An announcement, a new phase of action was beginning. Hunter Sung Jin-Woo, I'm going to hang back. There's still something I need to do. A lone decision, the action of an individual. I understand. It's still not completely over just yet. The reply was calm, accepting. I'll clear a path and take care of the mob before coming back. K-Sale, be well then. I'll meet with you later. Let's go. The group was separating once again, tasks assigned and accepted. That was a real monster, a voice exclaimed. You guys can never understand, not having seen it. Go to San. The way Go to San was, by that thing, we can't win. Despair was evident. This raid is a total failure. There's no way a hunter can overcome that kind of monster. The sense of hopelessness was rising. You needn't worry, the Jeju Island raid is finished, that monster is gone. An unexpected declaration, a surprising announcement. Impossible. We were just notified by Korean command. There is no mistake, Tsukamoto-san. So it turns out, there is a powerful hunter in Korea, too. The news was shocking, a game-changing revelation. Even so, I'm sure he is below Go-to-San's level, perhaps, but I'm not sure, a hesitant voice spoke. And what's the name of this hunter? A pointed question, seeking further knowledge. Sung Jin-Woo, there's still many left. The ants swarm in. All hands prepare for combat. A new wave of creatures was coming. I'm even gaining experience for eliminating the ants that haven't hatched yet, a voice stated, in disbelief. Inventory. How fortunate. I should organize this too. Oh, this is... I completely forgot about this. Let's try this. It's too good to let it rot in storage. I should take care of the remaining eggs with this. The speaker was finding a way to make progress despite the situation. What do you think, director? A voice asked. After spending the time to watch this, it is already well past 4 a.m. David Brannon, director of the Hunter Management Bureau, you didn't come to ask for my thoughts about this. You came to my house at this late hour because you already know what I think. Michael Connor. Hunter who can control several hundred summon creatures, certainly an uncommon ability. The conversation took a different turn, power players now in the room. It would be a waste for someone like that to remain in a small country like Korea. A strategic move was being discussed. I'm in agreement. Do you know anything else about this man? A request for information, a need to get the whole picture. That explosive incident that occurred at the Hunter Management Bureau a few months ago. The FA Some Illinois 1 incident. He was captured alive by A-rank Hunter James in an A-rank gate that opened in the eastern U.S. We weren't sure whether he was a monster or a human, but he insisted that he was a hunter from Korea. The details were coming to light, a history to be uncovered. The information we gathered then, we still have on file at the Bureau. When we looked into it, it turns out he and Sung Jin-Woo are actually father and son. A shocking revelation, a bloodline connection. Other countries would not even know anything about Hunter Sung Jin-Woo, not even his name. This is a great opportunity for us, a calculating voice stated. But this is different from the time with Wang Dongsu. Korea has long been an ally of the U.S. To bring over yet another S-rank hunter from Korea would put some serious strain on that alliance. A note of caution was added, then. But don't you think that is worth the risk? The stakes were clear, but they were too good to pass up. You think you can do it? A voice asked. We can only try. The decision was made, a gamble for high reward. Your level has been increased. So with this, I've reached level 100. The announcement was made, progress was being made. Name, Sung Jin-Woo. Level 100 at last. A milestone reached, but the path ahead was still unclear. The aura surrounding this guy is even more revolting. A new perspective, a sense of unease was in the air. Arise, a single command, and the world changed again. What's with this darkness? I can't feel anything. Is this from the shadow extraction skill I used on it? Could it be a failure? It's back to normal. The world had shifted. The shadow extraction has succeeded, and here I thought I had failed. Level 1. Rank. General. Another piece of the puzzle was in place, but it was still far from over.